Hi, this is Jessner Dellen at globalinternet.py. Today, I want to talk about the technology revolution. Why China never stopped rising. Friends, colleagues, and everyone who believes that the future belongs to those who build it. Today, I want to talk about something that shaped our world and more than any army or any border, the technology revolution. We have seen many revolutions in human history. There was the agricultural revolution when we stopped chasing animals and started planting our own food. There was the industrial revolution when steam engines and factories changed how we live and work. There was the nuclear revolution when we unlocked the power of the atom for energy and for fear. And now we are living through the digital and AI revolution where data is the new oil and algorithms decide our future. Every time a revolution happened, only those who adapted survived and led. Those who ignored it became the last of the list. Now, look at China. Not long ago, China faced very difficult times: poverty, isolation, and lack of modern technology. Many people in the West thought China would never catch up, but China did something remarkable. Year after year, decade after decade, China invested in innovation, not just copying, but creating, from high speed trains that connect every corner of the country to quantum computing, to space stations, to AI that challenges the best in the world. How did they do it? Because they understand a simple truth: technology is not just a tool, it is a weapon of defense, a shield of sovereignty, and a key to survival. The superpowers of this world have always used science and technology to control, to protect themselves, and sometimes to segregate others. They share knowledge only when it benefits them. They keep the most advanced systems for themselves, not to educate their citizens fully, but to remain a hierarchy of power. China saw this clearly. They realized if we do not master our own technology, others will use theirs against us through economic pressure, cyber attacks, or even future conflicts. So they chose a different path. They said, we will not beg for technology, we will build it ourselves. And today, China stands as a technology superpower, not because they hate others, but because they refuse to be left behind, because they know that any country that misses the technology revolution will always be at the mercy of those who have it. Think about it. Slavery was a system of control. Segregation was a system of control. Today, technology is the new system of control. I repeat, today, technology is the new system of control. Those who possess the latest AI, the best, let's say, semiconductors, the most advanced satellites, they decide who gets what, who can develop, and who remains dependent. That is why nations race to innovate, not only to make life better for their own people, but also to protect themselves from those who might use technology as a weapon. China's rise is not a threat to the world, it is a lesson to the world that any nation no matter how difficult its past, can rise if it invests in its people, in education, and in innovation. And yes, China is now competing head to head with other technology superpowers. They want to be the best because being second best, let's say, being second best again in technology can mean being second class in the world order. So let us not pretend that technology is neutral. It is not. It is a battlefield, and China has chosen to fight, to innovate, and to win. So this was Jess Dellen at globalinternet.py. A little something about technology. Where do you stand? Where your country stands? So let's try and innovate with China. See you next for the rest. That was Justin Dellen, engineer in chief at globalinternet.py.